Hello, hello. Yes, it's me. I'm back. All right. This is the 29th of March. It's unbelievable that we have gone through a whole year together during the pandemonium period is what I call it, PPP. My dog wants to come in. All right, Sammy, you can come in. I don't know why, but you can come in. Can't sit on my lap today. We're doing laughter. So anyways, I want to thank you for watching today, or any day that you choose to watch. So yes, this has been 2 weeks recovery period. I did share that I fell and bruised a very severe bruise on my tailbone, and I'm so glad that I have one strong bone because it didn't break. And for that, I kept reminding myself how grateful I am. So yes, I had spent the 2 weeks in a drug-induced state for the pain. My pain was hurt like the devil. It hurt so bad. Every time I moved, it hurt. So I don't know why we have to go to the bathroom so much. But besides that, I wouldn't have moved probably at all for my 2 weeks. It was so bad. It was like electric shock in the back when I moved or twisted at least a little bit. I don't know if anybody had that happen, but I totally was serious when I went and I got my Batman cape out. I got the Batman cape out because I hooked it on my walker and I needed to look at it every time. I had to use my walker. I walked so slow, but this Batman cape reminded me that I had to be strong. I can do 1 to 2 weeks of laying low. That's what the doctor said. I went to urgent care. I was not going to go to the hospital, but I did go to urgent care because I was so afraid. I have bone loss, and I was so afraid something was broken and whatever. The pain was excruciating. So the Batman cape totally helped remind me. I also put on my little, I give these out at laughter clubs. They're little reminder, little rubber bands. You can use a regular rubber band, but sometimes this is cute. It's a little different shape, different animals, different things. They're called silly bands. I gave them out at laughter club with this little poem. And it says, I'm giving you a little trick to help you shift your thoughts real quick with a few snaps of this reminder band will bring your thoughts back to what's at hand. And what was at hand was laying low for 1 to 2 weeks and not doing anything and healing. I've never done what I did for 2 weeks ever, but I needed to. It was not easy, but I did it. I was not going to throw in the towel. I was not going to throw in the towel. No way I could do it. I focused on how grateful I was that nothing was broken. If something was broken, it would have taken so much longer. I kept saying 1 to 2 weeks, 1 to 2 weeks, I can do it, I can do it. And just thought of how lucky I am that I have one strong bone back there. Oh, I have a strong bone and it didn't break. I landed on a brick, but it's another story. You're gonna have to lay down. I'm not picking you up. No, lay down, baby. So, anyways, that was my, it was really bad. So what happened, I thought I would just kind of share. But before I do that, I hope you enjoyed the reruns. I mean, I really, I thought they were good. They made me laugh. So anyways, what happened was on Tuesday, March 9th, I was doing my physical therapy. I had 3 more left. And I told my PT, physical therapist guy, that I was done. I wasn't going to go anymore because for 3 full weeks, I exercised for 5 days a week, for almost an hour, 45 minutes to an hour. I was doing my stretches. I was doing what he told me to do. And I've never done that for so long. And I said, I am an exerciser. Yes, I am. I am no longer calling myself a slug, because that's what I did when I went there. I'm a slug, and I know that I've had 3 different scripts for physical therapy during the PPP Pandemic Pandemonium Period. It's a tongue twister, but I like saying it. So I told him I'm an exerciser now, and I'm not going, and I'm going to do this. I have arthritis, and I have to move. It's important for life, and la, 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 all that. So that was on Tuesday. And on Wednesday, we went to get our second shot. Oh, we were so excited. It was so exciting. I mean, this is just incredible, the feeling and emotion that I know people are going through, and I know what I went through knowing that I was getting my second shot. So after that, we came home, and I was just so excited about the new beginning and, the vaccine opening up, the world and life again. And so I wanted to go plant my garden. And so I went to the Ace Hardware, and I just support the small guy, even though they're kind of big. But anyway, I went to Ace Hardware, and I bought some bedding plants, and I worked in my garden. And so I was working in my garden. I planted all my plants, and I was just so happy. I came in, took my shower, made dinner, and then I had to go back out just to look, and take a picture and water a little bit with my little watering can. And then when I stepped out of the garden, I slipped and fell, landed right on a brick on my tailbone with all of my body weight. And like I said, it hurt like the devil. So I was pretty miserable. And so I was from la 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 la, happy, happy, la la la. I was ow, 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 ow. It was so bad. I was so miserable. From such a high to such a low in a matter of minutes. So I never really enjoyed for too long the fact that I'm now vaccinated, and it was a memorable day. The pain took away much of the joy. But so I wanted to share what happened, and yeah, I did a lot of self-reflecting when my mind, allowed it. But I do have to say that my husband did a really great job of taking care of me, and he became Mr. Wonderful. And
let's just cuddle tonight.
So everything he did.
You look so beautiful in the morning.
I don't know if he said that, because I really wasn't too beautiful in the morning.
No, you don't look at all fat in that dress. How could anything make you look fat?
I slept in the same clothes that I wore during the day because it was too much movement, so it wasn't a dress.
Can't your mother stay another week?
So anyways, my husband was Mr. Wonderful, and he did help a lot, and I wouldn't have been able to do it without him. In fact, getting into our bed, which is really high, And it took me like 3 days before I realized that I should go into the guest room because the bed was much lower. Good idea. But it was so hard to lay down and then to scoot over. So what I did is I had a nice runner tablecloth that I put on the bed. And then once I got on at an angle, because I couldn't scoot, Jeff got on the other side and he took both sides, because now I'm wrapped in this material, and he slid. He hoisted me over. Hoisted me over so I was on the bed. So that worked for a while. And don't even ask when I had to wake up in the middle of the night and go to the bathroom. But anyways, I learned how to use my good leg to lift my other leg. And I made it work. So that is now a past tense. And I am starting to move again and walk. I walked today, and I'm going to start doing my exercises. I'm not going back to PT. But anyways, Mr. Wonderful, my husband, did a great job. Yay! Let's do some thumbs up. Some high fives. Good to have a friend. Good to have a husband. It's a partner. It's so important. You don't want to do it alone. And just having a close friend, call them and let them know that you need a little help. Help is like the four-letter word. Like, people don't want to admit that they need help. And you know what? Sometimes you just need to, because that's what friends are for. So, sending love to all my friends. So anyways, we made it through. That's what happened. And what I wanted to just talk a little bit about today was, I've been thinking, what one thing, I know a lot of people are learning a lot of things, but what's one thing that you've learned during this PPP, Pandemic Pandemonium Period? Because as the Rabbi Leader, I've shared this book before, he wrote More Beautiful Than Before, but he said when you go through hell, you have to come out better on the other side. And I know a lot of people are reflecting, and even if you just did one thing, sometimes, on my favorite talk shows, people are doing too many things. But, just to share one thing that you have learned during this pandemic. And, write it, share it. I love to hear. My one thing that I'll share, because I do have several, but the one thing that I've shared is, you've seen me, I have now begun to love myself in the 90 percentile. And we know about that, we know that we have to be up in the 90%. A lot of people, search for the 100% in life. Yeah, it's okay. I find it's too much pressure. I'd rather just keep it in the 90s. That's a nice percentile. So, I'm not slipping down ever again. No. No more. Come on, let's do it. No. No more. 90%. That's the way to go. So I have learned that. And as I said before, I started listening to a tape, a meditation tape. And I think I did share it. I'll have to go back and look. But my brain's still a little foggy, That drug-induced stuff can fog you a little bit. But it's called Fall in Love with Yourself. And it really is a great tape. I am learning to meditate. I haven't gone off into, a fifth dimension or anything. But it's just relaxing. This mind of ours, this brain of ours is just constantly going and moving. It's unbelievable. Just like Hoda had said on one of her shows recently, that finally she always tries to like cram something in every minute, and when she's going for a jog she'll call in her food so her food will be ready, so when she comes back and she decided to go for her jog, come home, order her food, and stop and wait. It was it was so great. I love my 4 talk shows. I get so much inspiration from them. And plus I'm buying so many books that I see from them. Oh my goodness. Great people on there sharing their books and their stories. And that's what life's about. We are supposed to share our stories, because when somebody reads our story, hears our story, they can relate. And when they relate, it can help them. And so that's what I really want to do. I really would love everybody to, and when I come back to Laugh Club, or maybe somehow just doing it online, I needed tech support, but I just share your story of how it was during the pandemic for your year. I've been writing mine, and it's good to get it out, and it'll be really good because, like I said, I want our laughter club to be Laugh Club / stepping out slowly support group, because getting back into life after a year of this whole different phenomenon that we've been going through emotionally, mentally. I mean, this has been hard. Not everybody, but many. Me. So write your story down, and just maybe I would love for everybody to share it when we get together at Laughter Club, whenever that might be. And yeah, it's been quite a year, and I'm just hoping and praying that we continue to learn our lessons and to make our world better along with ourselves. We've learned a lot about the unity of our world and the importance of everybody working together to healing it. So I'm hoping, I'm not quite sure where I'm going to volunteer again, but I'm looking, I'm searching. I love what Michelle Obama is doing on Netflix. She's got this new show, kind of like with 2 little puppets. One's called Moji and one's called Waffles, and they've traveled the world, and they're educating children on foods around the world, because she's all about that. I never really was into politics too much until they were in office, because I loved how important it was for nutrition and health and fitness, and they promoted that probably because they could. So many things they can't, and I loved about giving back. They talked so much about that, and it opened my mind and my eyes to politics. I don't even like saying the word, because it's such a frustrating world that I was happier when I was clueless. But anyways, you got to be informed, important, we have to be diligent, and that's why I'm getting involved with Save Our Schools, because they really want to take away public education. And public education, so many of us, most of us have had public education. Everybody needs education. I really do agree with making community college free. We all need to at least have community college. Education is so important all around the country, the world. People, there's so many organizations that are helping women, especially, become educated. And so I've learned a lot more, paid a lot more attention to women, the whole women's movement and my documentaries that I've been watching, and I really want to help in that area, women empowerment, along with all equality. We just need equality in the world, and we need to quit paying these politicians for not doing anything good for us. Oh no, I said it, I wasn't going to say it, I want to put it out there. Now the hate stuff's going to come, oy, 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 bite my tongue, but anyway, breathe. Alrighty, it's out there. Whoops. So anyway, that's what I just wanted to share. Your life lessons that we've learned during the PPP. I know that we're all going to step out slowly, or not all, but most of us. I'm gonna SOS, stepping out slowly during the pandemic, and just remember to be kind to you, to love you, make sure that you're taking care of yourself, you're loving you, and remember that we're all in this together. We are all one world. Lend a helping hand. Always good to lend a helping hand. A hand for me, and for you, and for me, and for you. It's important to lend a hand. It's important to give back. Giving back helps you and the person that you're giving back to. And I learned that late in life. And it's just so important. And I wish more people would do it for really worthy causes. But I guess worthy causes is in the eyes of the beholder. Breathe. That's what you need to do. You need to relax those thoughts and breathe. So anyways, always find the sunshine. Always look for the sunshine. Find the positive. Find the laughter. Everywhere you go, they're talking about the laughter, how important it is, and coming here and sharing my thoughts and my laughter with you. You're ready. Is what I've been enjoying during my pandemic. I loved going to work, and the pandemic has forced me to retire. Our shop closed down, and I don't know if I want to go to a new shop now that I'm 68. I'm kind of ready to retire, but anyways, going to work, I was talking, and I was like, my client and I, we would save the world's problems, sharing, doing. We had all the answers. I mean, that was therapy. That was my self-therapy. And so now, coming and doing Laughter Club online with you, you've replaced my work, and you have become my self-therapy. Thank you. Kiss, kiss, kiss. Speaking of kiss, 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 I just have to mention, I did a couple of clients this week, and I did fine, bending down, doing the feet, all of that. But it was so incredible to give a hug. We gave hugs, and we weren't wearing a mask because we were both vaccinated. And just talking about that moment, I just think that, when I talked about lessons to learn, I think possibly appreciation is something that we're really going to learn again. I mean, the appreciation of just hugging someone, the simplicity of a hug. And that's why I want you to share what you've learned and what you think, could come out of this PPP. But appreciating the simplicity of life and one another. So the hug was great. I know that even on Hoda and lots of places, there's share your first hug, share your reunion with somebody. I mean, just share all that stuff. Feel the joy. Bring it into you because it feels so good and it's so important. So rah, rah, ha, 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 rah, rah, ha, 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 rah, rah. Ah, feels good to be back. I think that that's pretty much all I wanted to say. I wanted to thank you all for all the love that you sent when I sent the picture of my walker. I got the most views on that I ever got with my walker and my Batman cape. So thank you. And happy Passover and happy Easter to everyone. And however you celebrate, just be smart, be kind, be thoughtful. I just feel like selfishness has taken over so much in our world, and that this pandemic is making us realize we need to stop that and be more kind, more kindness instead of selfishness. And so just remember that and give yourself a wonderful hand. Give yourself help a friend. Help a friend when they need a friend. They need a hand, help them. Friends, if you need a help, ask. I know I've asked, and it's hard to get responses, and it's hard to do anything when you don't get a response. So ask, and know that that's what friends are for, and that's what we want. And I can't wait for everybody to be out and about, and it's happening. And be grateful, be thankful. That's the number one thing. Be grateful. So thank you very much. I don't know if I gave you enough laughter, but don't be grouchy like him. Be happy. Very good, very good. Yay! Ho, ho, ha, ha, ha. Ho, ho, ha, ha, ha. Ho, ho, ha, ha, ha. Yay! Bye, everyone. Thank you for joining me. Take care.